All right, welcome to a new episode of the CAP Podcast, Consumer Ammunition Tactics Podcast. I got a special guest today, Cameron Guyed. I'm gonna read his bio, then we're gonna get straight to it. So Cameron Guyed, he was born and raised in Palmdale, California. He left to join the Air Force when he was only 18 years old. He deployed to Qatar and Afghanistan during his time of service, which was from 2007 to 2011. Once he got out, he started his entrepreneurship journey. He basically had businesses in real estate, ATMs, financial planning, payment processing, and now credit repair. He's done a few things. Some worked out while others did not as much. He destroyed his own credit from 2016 to 2018, and that's when he decided to make a change. Now his credit's gone way up, and he's helping other people do the same. Welcome to the podcast, Cameron. How you doing?
Great, man. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So first and foremost, I want to say I like the seven rules of life in the back, by the way. So yeah, appreciate
Yeah.
the visual for the people listening. There's a visual seven rules of life. He got seven rules of life over there. So I wanted to start by asking you about your journey because I was looking at your IG. I saw you speaking a little bit about your journey. So could you tell us a little bit about your own credit journey?
Yeah. So, if anybody else has ever been an entrepreneur or tried to start a business or even a side hustle, and you've made it through that first 6 months, you've probably experienced, some ups and downs,
Yeah.
right? Maybe the first one didn't just make you a millionaire, first 12 months, that was it. That was easy. Well, same thing kind of happened with me. I started my just entrepreneur journey when I was 22. Trying to fix and flip houses. Didn't like it at that time. Funny, I'm doing that again now, but
Hmm.
didn't like it back then. Tried several different businesses. Start, stop. Some made money, some didn't. Things were working. But then, I had jobs sprinkled in there too. But then fast forward to 2016, I really was just ready to go and went all in. And I did the thing that you hear all these people saying. I burned my boats, I quit my job, and then went all in on my business, which was a financial planning and life insurance based platform. And I quit my job. I had an overhead of around 5K a month that I was responsible for, and I didn't even have a license. And I was
Oh
like,
man.
we're doing it. We're doing it. So things were okay for a while. I had a little bit of savings. I got pretty good at it pretty quick. And
Hmm.
I started making enough money, but it was more like just to kind of barely get by.
Hmm.
So after a while, guess what? Bills started catching up. Car payments started catching up. I was able to get rid of a few things. I was able to downsize a few things, but a lot of things I was not able to downsize, and I was not able to really get ahead. So, after it was really, I was able to kind of hold on to it for a couple of years without screwing things up, but then things started getting screwed up. I started missing payments. Started, having things go to collection, started having things get charged off, and then things just started spiraling. I had helped out two friends, which I broke my number one golden rule, which was to never co-sign for anybody. And for some reason, and yeah, in 2015, I was like, yeah, you're good for it, right? So
Yeah.
they weren't. By 2018, both of those vehicles were getting repossessed. So it was just a nightmare. It was a nightmare, and I was somebody who always had good credit. I was always in the 700 club, 750. I could get approved for anything. I was always so proud of that. I could just walk in, sign, check my credit, look at that, we're good, give it to me. And
Hmm.
that changed pretty quickly. So that
Yeah.
700 shot right down to the five neighborhood. So
Definitely.
it was there for a few years, and that was really the basis of how the credit journey started. Because at that point, I started to look at different avenues. How do I get out of this? Did I file bankruptcy? I didn't like that how that word sounded. I didn't really want to do that, but
Yeah.
I didn't. I was looking at different things. I had somebody approach me about credit repair, and they were doing debt consolidation and credit repair and monthly payment to them. It was like the monthly payment game, and you know, in that for a long time, not really seeing changes.
Mhm.
Got out of that, and I just finally decided to fix the money problem. So, I left the business, got into a job selling cars, actually out here in Las Vegas. That got me back on my feet, and then got into, just different jobs that were starting to actually pay me good, and allowed me to have the income to start, doing things and fixing stuff. So, through my whole process, looking and talking to different credit repair companies, this was last year. I came across a company called the Credit Academy, which were a group of people that were teaching credit repair. And I was like, well, if I'm going to spend, $1,500 or 200 or 2 grand to get my credit fixed, I might as well spend that same amount of money and take a course and learn how to do it myself. So
Mhm.
in that process was when the light bulbs turned on.
Mhm.
And I was like, you know what? Like, this is how credits work. This is what we do. This is how it all happens. I can do this. I could start a business doing this. So I called up my business partner that I started up all my businesses with.
Mhm.
Um, Pitched him the idea, and this was now earlier this year, and
Gotcha.
we got started. We launched, and now here we are. We're helping clients. We've got a lot of things going on, and we have a big future ahead of us.
Gotcha. No, no. I love what you say because the way that I look at things, I feel like, things happen for a reason. I believe in divine timing. I feel like, God puts people in certain situations for a reason. I don't know how you view the situation where you're messing up your credit and then fixing it, but it sounds like it was the birth of your credit business. What do you feel about the whole situation in retrospect now?
Everything happens for a reason, just like you said.
Okay.
It's
Gotcha.
a divine situation. Um, I'm always praying for, what's going to be my avenue, what's going to be my
Yeah.
thing. Like, I have a great job, and I had landed the best job I've ever had, and there's a lot of potential there. However, it's still not mine. I don't own the company, and it's a company you can make 7 figures at, but it's not mine. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, anything can happen to make it to where I don't have that job. I'm kind of an HR nightmare. I
Gotcha.
say all kinds of things that you're not supposed to say at a company. Um, and that's just how I've been,
Yeah, yeah.
so, and I get told all the time, you can't say that. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I could say whatever I want, so it's just
Oh
like,
man.
yeah, so I got to have my own company. I got to have my own business. I got to be building my own thing. And it's better for me if it's built around a way of helping people,
Exactly.
you know? I didn't like the car business because, man, like if you feel like they're trying to snake you, guess what? That's what we're taught. We're taught to get your money out of your pocket and put it in ours. That's like what they're saying. And coming from the financial planning industry where we're trying to help people and educate them and teach them, to going into that where we're now trying to give them big payments and give them big bills. And they kept telling me, they're like, you care too much about these people.
Hmm.
Go get their money. And I was like, dang, this is everything we thought was true.
Yeah.
So I was only there for like 4 months, and I was like, I'm out of here, man. I can't do it.
Okay. Yeah, no. No, I mean I'm the same way. And I mean that's why it's good about ownership. Because I used to work at 9 to 5 too. And I felt like, okay, I need to do something to where I'm actually impacting people. I control my own time. I can go to the gym whenever I want, things like that.